Hello.
Hello, my name is Servet and I'm living in Corpus Christi, not like Halim and Abdulkadir. I'm not in El Paso. I used to work in teaching charter school in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which we would like to talk about today.
All right. Hello, this is Halim. Halim Bilek from El Paso. Oh, we're in the same group.
Hi, I'm Abdulkadir. I'm also living in El Paso as a science teacher.
All right. We would like to start to talk about our case. Mr. Okçuz, could you please give brief explanation about the background information?
Okay, Pigeon Charter School is one of the first charter schools in the state of Oklahoma. It was opened in 2000. It uses an old building in North Tulsa, and I would like to give some brief information about Tulsa. In 1970s, Tulsa was one of the most growing cities in the South. It was the oil capital of the United States. Then after the oil companies moved to Houston, a lot of jobs were lost, and this city profile changed dramatically. And the northern part of Tulsa is the lowest profile in not only in Tulsa but in the state of Oklahoma. And Pigeon Charter School was located there. Since it was opened in 2000, the school has very high academic standards and very successful students and teachers. But there are some issues with the old building. It is at least 50 years old building, and the roofing system, air conditioner, there were lots of problems. In 2013, after a heavy rain, the school was subjected to mold. And when the investigators come to school, they closed the school for 2 weeks. And it was on all local media, the mold issue. And after the closure of the school operated a lot of investigations and make sure there is no mold, and to convince the parents and staff there is no mold anymore.
All right. Yeah.
But anything related with mold was very sensitive.
It is.
So this is the background.
The school is successful academically.
Academically successful, and the students were really happy.
How about the parents?
Student retention rate is more than 90%. It's a great number for a charter school.
It's really good. So, do you think parents support the school very well?
Parents support school, and the best indicator is even there was a huge issue, like the school closed for 2 weeks. Very few students left the school. And out of 50 staff, only 2 staff members left the school.
I think that the mold issue was not only for the Pigeon Charter School, right? There was also other school has the same issue.
Actually, it was about the building. And in Oklahoma, the budgets are very tight, so you cannot build a new school. You have to deal with your building, and they are just changing the roofing or drainage system. It's about the building, and the school administration did their best. But it might happen.
So the case happened in this school. Can you please mention the important persons in this situation, in our case?
Okay. So the mold case was in 2013, but the problem here is a student disciplinary issue happened in October 2014. The school principal is Mr. Perez. He was the principal for last 5 years, and he did a great job in the school. He changed a lot of the school culture positively.
Yeah.
And another important person is Mr. Briggs. He's the PE teacher. He has 60 plus age, and he's expecting to be retired in 3 years. But he's a successful PE teacher as well. Despite of his age, he can coach the basketball team. The other important person is Mr. Roosevelt. He's the dean of discipline. He is playing his role as a bad guy in school very well. The students are really scared of him. Nobody wants to go to his office. But actually, he's a nice guy, but there has to be a bad guy in the school. And Sean, he's a senior. And he's a notorious senior. In the past, he has lots of suspension records. And he thinks the school hates him. The school and the teacher hate him. And in this case, in the central problem, the case is about Sean.
So the Sean already has like lots of problems or this kind of issues in school. He's kind of a troublemaker.
Some issues with the school, and he shows some hatred for school.
Oh.
And in the past, he was almost got expelled from school.
So he doesn't like the school. That's why he was like looking for the bad side of the school.
And actually, after this issue, two months after this issue, he transferred to another school voluntarily. Nobody asked him to change the school, but he changed.
Even if he was a senior.
He didn't want to get the Pigeon Charter School diploma.
Oh.
So what did Sean exactly did, sir, in the center, our central problem?
What did he do? In October 2014, there was a heavy rain in Tulsa, and during his PE class, he asked to go to restroom, but he didn't go to restroom. Instead, he just sneaked into the school basement. And after the heavy rains, there might be some water because the water drainage system was filled with stuff, and the water just entered the school basement. And with his cell phone, he took some pictures and short video with the school basement and showing that there are some rainwater on the ground. And he shared on his social media.
Oh.
And that evening, there were a lot of parents and some staff members complaining, Mr. Perez. He just showed all the videos and pictures on his Facebook account, and this is an interesting news for the local media, and they can just step into school and take the video, and even though there is no mold, they can say another mold issue in Pigeon Charter School. And then the day after, the discipline committee meet about this issue, and there were some possible solutions. And first, they identified what's the main problem here. The main problem is actually why he showed these pictures on his Facebook account. But the disciplinary part of the problem is Sean is not supposed to be in school basement.
So he left during the class? He went
during
to
the class.
the
It
school.
was during the class.
We know that it's like 30 minutes. He left class for like 30 minutes, right?
Yes, about 30 minutes.
So that's also teaching the class.
So they decide if a student enters the school basement, it results with suspension.
Okay.
Skipping a class results with Saturday detention. And having a cell phone during a class is at least monetary punishment. The teacher should confiscate, and he has to pay $10. And they discussed about what we can do to Sean. And they decided to give him 3 days suspension because he broke the rule. He broke 3 school rules. And another issue was there were some teachers complaining about Mr. Briggs. Did he have any negligence because Sean skipped the class for 30 minutes, but he just asked, where were you? It took long.
Okay.
And he didn't
He
do
didn't.
anything.
He didn't report that 30-minute missing.
He didn't report.
Okay, then our central problem is the students who is leaving classroom for 30 minutes, using his cell phones, going to school basement, which he shouldn't be going there. It's not allowed students, and taking pictures and videos and putting those pictures on the Facebook page, which is taking the media attention and parent attention, putting a school in a dangerous place, like putting it's making a bad advertisement of school.
Place. And they discussed if they just focus on Sean's behavior, it will result with 3-year suspension. But this issue becomes so public. Any punishment given to Sean will be respected as the school gives suspension to Sean because he put in a dangerous place, and the school is just having a retaliation. And Mr. Roosevelt come to Mr. Perez to approve this suspension. If you were in place of Mr. Perez, what you would do? What you would do?
Yeah, no, obviously it is students who broke all those discipline procedures, and they should face with some discipline issues. But this is a sensitive topic, so giving him 3 days suspension, even it maybe will give another bad picture for school, like saying parents will say, or media can say, like students who reveal some problem of school to the parents and to the media, and school is punishing students because he did something like that. But I don't know. My solution will be like training all that classroom about as a reminding procedure, using cell phone in the school, leaving classroom, going restroom, to as Mr. Like the dean of discipline, dean of discipline can retrain that classroom or senior classroom together for school procedure and rules. That will be helpful to not have another issue like Sean issue with another students. It will prevent that. And to give students a discipline, I'm not sure about it. Like there should be some result, but in this time, giving this 3 days suspension can make the problem worse.
Train the students again.
I have just one comment. Can I make it? If you train all students, you are making the issue more. So the school should do something. It is normal. Actually, they were normal, and there is not a big problem. This is how they approach it. But if you train all students will think that there's a big issue going on, and the school administration wants to train about us, and it becomes more memorable to students. That's just my comment.
Yeah, it's like disadvantage of the solution, I believe, also.
Disadvantage. The advantage is you are training the students. It's very good, and you are reteaching the school.
It looks there is a technical problem, so let's pause it. I'll continue again. Alright, I think still there should be some consequences for student, because the student fails to follow the rules, the school rules. He was not supposed to be in the basement. There is no permission for students to go to the basement at that time and teach in the classes. I believe there still be some consequences, at least 3 days suspension from school. Because if you don't give any punishment to the students, to this student, maybe in the future the other student will fail from the same rule as well. They will not follow the rules as well. They will say there is no consequence, so we can go ahead and do the same thing as well. What do you think?
Yes, you are right. But the issue was so public, and if you give 3 days suspension, the other students may think he got 3 day suspension because he did a negative propaganda in the social media against school. And this is how the parents and students will perceive the issue.
Yeah,
And nobody will think that the student got suspension because of the disciplinary issues, but because he did negative comments.
You say since it's been public anymore, it's not school issue anymore, it's public issue.
It's been public, and everybody perceived this situation as he put the pictures on the social media. Nobody will think students shouldn't enter the basement, the students shouldn't skip the class, the student shouldn't use the cell phone. So that's the dilemma in the situation.
Yeah, from the outside, the media and parents or everybody thinks like Sean is revealing a school problem. So if you give him a suspension, so that will bring the case another stage. So it's gonna make more problem for school. Yeah. So maybe that can be like administration can hold on the giving directly 3 days suspension for those reasons.
So as a solution, what should we do?
But you are right, Mr. Bilek. If you don't give any punishment to Sean, then everybody will think that there is no problem with this. And I would like to say, I also approve what Mr. Perez. He said if you give suspension, Mr. Roosevelt also suggested him to give 3 days suspension. If we give 3 days suspension, everybody will perceive like the school is doing a retaliation. And he invited Sean and his parents. Why did you put this picture? Are you not happy with the school or anything? And he listened. Sean and Sean's family. And Sean just I just want to post something interesting in Facebook. I just want to be popular in social media, he told. And Mr. Perez told, you have a right not to like the school, but you break some of the schools. Like, you shouldn't enter the school basement, you shouldn't have cell phone during your class, and you shouldn't skip a school. They give a warning, a disciplinary warning. If something again happens, he's gonna get a suspension, they told. And then, but there are some secondary problems.
Yeah.
Like,
before we go to the secondary problem, actually, that's a good approach to this kind of problem. Like listening to students and parents and try to find out what is the real reason this action of students. And understanding him, so he will actually be more positive to school and also not led to other kind of problems he will be doing in the future.
So actually, he brought an awareness to this situation as well from school.
Yes,
it could be positive as well.
Uh-huh. So we, of course, this is not. There are other school issues that school need to focus in this case, which are the secondary problems we can call them. The first problem is a maintenance, which is students is going to the school basement just right away. So there should be a lock or a door should be properly. So it's only administration or whoever is allowed should be able to go to that area. So if students is going, which means there is not enough security or a door is not secure enough.
And he may not be safe for the kids as well.
Yes, and that's another issue. The one more other issue can be like school needs to make sure there is no any water in the basement for next time, and there's no mold. If there is no water, of course, there will not be mold anymore. So whatever the maintenance solutions are there, like having pump maybe or something like that, to ensure there is no water going to the basement anymore. So
and it should be checked really clearly.
And after they're done with these things, they can share with the parents and students, and that will be another good solution for school administration.
Actually, that is what they did. They took advantage of this problem, and they reinstate that there is no more mold or asbestos problem in the school. But what about Mr. Briggs, the PE teacher? Should Mr. Perez write him a memorandum?
Yeah. Now we see if students didn't put those picture and video on the Facebook, we may even not know what happened. So if students left school, classroom and come back, so nobody will realize that 30 minutes students who is being outside of the classroom. So in that case, everybody would be happy. But right now, students did that, and right now everybody knows the student is not in the classroom for 30 minutes, and the PE teacher haven't shared that with the administration. So what can be done? Like, as we didn't give 3 days suspension to the students, we shouldn't do anything like that to the teacher as well. But the administration, my idea, can just during the staff meeting or specifically a time, can go over these procedures and disciplines and safety issues with the teachers as a reminder for future. So we won't have any things like that. So they will be, when they see students is after 5 minutes, 6 minutes, he still didn't come back, just call the administration and let them know students is not coming back. So that will make teacher like ensure there's no problem for them, and also for this kind of issues, it will be improved.
Yeah, of course. I mean, at this, I believe we should give him a warning, like a specific warning. It may not be memorandum, because 30 minutes is a lot, not 10 minutes even. So just a warning, but not any like memorandum, I believe, because it's also the public. It's not just Sean's problem. It's PE teacher's problem as well. He's also in the public. Everybody knows it happened during the PE class. So we shouldn't punish him as well, but just at least one warning to be careful for the future, to ready for the future cases not to happen, I believe.
Okay, you are right. I just want to briefly mention what the school administration did after. As Mr. Chiklat said, one of the problems is how the student entered the basement. They make sure all the storage and all the basement area are one after that issue. And another problem is even though there is no more, there shouldn't be water over there. They changed the drainage system and they put a pump. Another thing is the teachers' awareness. They mentioned in that meeting that if a student lives more than 10 minutes, you should report to school administration because there might be something worse happen. As you said, I guess those solutions are very good, and I personally approve what the school administration handled the situation.
Yeah, that looks good. So, already administrator talked to Sean, his parents, and we will talk about the solutions for the school as well for the secondary problems. So those will be the action plan, right, for the school, what to do for the future. So what can we get from this situation? We understood that we should check our facilities well. We check them periodically, make sure everything is everything is safe, like locking the doors. And teachers should be aware of their students. If they leave the class, like as you said, after 10 minutes, we should report it, let somebody knows that, to find out where the student is, right?
Yeah, if I summarize like the main central problem and the secondary problem and the solutions, I believe it will be good. It will be like this. The central problem was the student section, living classroom, taking pictures and putting on the Facebook. He just brought a couple of school discipline issues. I am agree with the school, like calling parents and talking to students and parents together to understand his point of view. To prevent the future problem, same thing. I believe that classroom, all students in the school, class by class, can be retrained about the school procedures and the policies and discipline issues. For the maintenance problem, my solution will be like ensuring no more water is going to go to the basement, and people cannot just walk down to the basement right away. There should be some secure door over there. And for teachers, not just pointing to PE teacher, maybe giving a reminder to all teachers about the procedures, about the discipline issues, and being careful leaving students, like sending students to the restroom in a certain period of time. And the implementation of these solutions of mine, I believe it will be easy and quick. Maybe maintenance part, it will be a little bit about the finance management, because I don't know how much it's going to be like preventing the workers to go to bicycle.
Oklahoma is the worst state in the nation. It is the 50th.
Yeah.
The money per pupil is like 3,500.
Yeah.
So it is
So
less than Texas.
that's
Still, it's sensitive case. They should be more careful about this case.
so
these kind
in
of
that
cases.
in that case, the principal, for example, or most probably there are someone who is taking care of the school finance management. So that's the leadership skill. So you have to manage your money, and then in this type of cases, that's where you need to use your money because it's safety. So the safety is the first for school, for students, and for parents.
All right. Thank you very much,
Also,
Mr. Çıplak.
I just want to mention one point.
Okay.
The leadership skill of the principal. He just convinced the parents and students that anything happen in the school, they'll take it seriously. Even the student did something wrong, but they took it seriously. They checked the grading system, and they didn't hide any truth about the school by not giving punishment and talking to the parents.
Yeah, when I checked the overall this problem, like this group our project, yeah, the administration actually did a great job, like handling the issue and taking care of not enlarging the problem, minimizing it, and having the best solution they can. So it is a very, very handful as far as I understand.
Yes, gave us really important lesson to how to handle with this kind of cases as well.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thing you want to say, Mr. Oxus?
That's it.
Mr. Çıplak.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.